All right, we're here with the man, Victor Cui. So you're back in KL. How do you feel about the reception so far?
Man, it was awesome. It's been we've had fantastic media coverage and support the entire time we've been out here in Malaysia. You know, I think we've been in the newspaper probably every day in English and in Bahasa and the Indian newspaper and the largest distributed Bahasa newspaper. We had like a 8-page spread or something like that of features on the fighters. You know, some of the fighters are not too happy with me, like Peter Davis, because he's been doing interview after interview, AJ Pyro interview after interview, and it adds on them. It's tough, right? It's another side of the business that they're not used to, but my job is to grow the sport, make people more aware of them, and learn about the fighters, and that's part of the role that they have to do as we grow it together.
Excellent. All right, so since you've done this like huge lead up to Malaysia, you've announced that you're going to start going to other countries as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be sort of the same format. They do this huge of a lead-in to other countries.
There's not a perfect cookie-cutter solution for each country to country because it's really, really different. What we do in Malaysia is not going to work in Manila, and it's not going to work in Singapore, not going to work in Indonesia. But there are certain elements that I personally like to do. You know, I want to deliver national heroes and world champions to a country, and that's why we do a tournament like the 4-man tournament that we're doing here in Malaysia. Because the fact of the matter is, in this sport, or actually in any sport, where are the Asian champions? Where are they on a world-class stage? You're not going to see a Malaysian F1 driver. You're not going to see a Malaysian player in the final of the Australian Open. You're not going to see a Malaysian, you know, walking down the final green with Tiger Woods. Like, it's just unlikely. But will you see a Malaysian legitimately contending for a world championship belt or in our tournament in 1FC? Yes. That means you take a guy like AJ Pyro, already an icon in Malaysia, national champion, huge media following, huge fan following, Silat, you know, fans all over the place. You take him, give him an opportunity to be on a stage with broadcasts around the world, and it grows the sport. It grows him, it grows Silat, it grows mixed martial arts, and it gives Malaysians another national hero to look up to and follow. So that formula, in some ways, is what we will adopt in other countries. You know, I will continue to do these national tournaments and crown other national champions, and our whole developmental series, which we're going to announce this year, that's going to completely ramp up everything around the 1FC network of how I want to build the ecosystem of MMA. You know, I think what we've started in the first year was at the 10,000 foot, bringing the strategy together, letting everybody feel comfortable and understand that there is a collaborative effort here. Okay, now we take it to the next step. I'm ready to drill down and start working closer with everybody, but really, how are we going to develop it? You're seeing some roots of it already in Malaysia because I'm closer here. We've got stronger relationships, a fantastic sponsorship with Toon Talk, and we're launching an entire amateur series here, 9 events in Malaysia, you know.
So it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, in sponsorship with Toon Talk, and that's all going to build up to the professional level. So that is all come out of the discussions from the summit and the 1FC network. I think that's exciting. The model in the other countries, we'll tweak it a little bit, but we'll continue to hold the biggest events, the best events wherever we go, and bring on the biggest sponsors. 12 events this year, 24 events next year. Like I say this all the time, I'm done planning for 2013. This team, if you ask them, only thing on their mind is 2014. We're full on execution now, going. And our 24 events in 2014, we're finalizing the calendar to lock it all down. So we've got big plans.
Okay, so you're talking amateur going on in Malaysia. Some of the other countries, larger countries like Philippines and Japan, obviously they already have amateur circuits. So when you go in, this is what you're talking about, is each country is going to have a different format, different platform.
That's right. That's right. I mean, you don't need to start an amateur series or do a national tournament in the Philippines or Japan. And when we go to Japan, it'll be a different case. I mean, we've got the top fighters from Japan already and continue to sign more. So that's why that's an exciting market for us. Same thing in India, same thing in China. So as we head into those markets, it requires some different strategy. We will still continue to put together a world-class television show that we're broadcasting live around the world. April 5th in Singapore will be the first time that Asian MMA is going to be broadcast across Asia live. and
That's awesome. Congratulations.
thank you. I mean, it took a long time to make that come together and get the pieces in place, but it's exciting. Nothing beats live sports.
Yeah.
Now we're bringing MMA to across the region.
Can you tell me the biggest challenge you see in trying to be a promotion that's not just staying in one country, but you're actually trying to develop stuff in countries all across the board?
Yeah.
What's the biggest challenge for you doing
The biggest
this?
challenge right now, language barrier is one of them. It just the education of it, but also the infrastructure of each country is dramatically different. Now I won't bore you with all the operational challenges from we have television, etc. Like we shoot at the highest level of television production, HD, full HD, and everything that we do that's going live around the world. Now nobody in Asia shoots in HD. Like outside of Japan and Korea, in some countries there's not even one HD camera in the entire country.
It's logistics, yeah.
Yeah, so operationally there's challenges, but also because we're going to bigger and bigger stadiums, scheduling that on the timeline that we want is also a challenge. So, if we're going to Indonesia and we want to book 4 events at the biggest venue, well, there's only really one big venue that you can look at, or 2 big venues that you can look at, and you're competing with everything from K-pop to religious groups to, the next concert or a sporting event that's coming by.
Okay. All right. Well, we look forward to all the announcements, and of course, we look forward to tomorrow's event. So, it'd be great to see how all of this lead up makes a big event in Malaysia.
Congratulations on your website. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Excellent to have Lily here again, representing and hanging out with 1FC. Awesome support.
Thank you. All right. Congratulations, Victor.